Gravity, relativity, not the same as the things. That what I'm talking about is the relative things that you can't get onto this. E equals MC squared, the E is silence. I'm a MC squared. You can't see.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. We sitting here again with another legend, the legendary DC Stinky Dink, John Bowman, aka Rapper Called Hawk, aka
All around Ross man in the business, aka the little big boy of rap. What you didn't say? Riggedy, aka the Riggedy Raw one. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's about it.
That's
I
it.
guess.
John Bowman. John Bowman. What's happening, brother?
What's up? What's up, bro?
Hey man, let's. I got a lot of notes this time because, as a matter of fact, let me start with this: like, follow, share for the culture, for the algorithm. So, like, click that subscribe button.
Yeah, hit that jump.
We got another legend. Like our first guest was a legend, and we sitting here with another legend, Stinky Dink John Bowman.
Shout out to Grand Poobah too.
That's what's up. The Riggedy Raw one.
What's up, y'all? What's happening?
Let's just get started, brother, with the name Stinky Dink. Where did that name come from? Where did you get it?
My name been Dink all my life. My mother named me Dinky when I was born. That was a nickname. Of course, when you get 12, 13, you take the Y off. They don't call me Dinky no more. You might have been 9 or 10, and, take the Y off. So it became Dink. But in school, with family and friends and around the way, I was Dink. In school, I was John Bowman. So when I went to college, for whatever reason, I decided I wanted to be Dink full time. And yeah, let me shout out my college since we discussing it. Yeah, this what made me. This the beginning of Stinking Ink right here. Norfolk State Spartans. Behold the green and gold all day. Let's get it, Vic. So when I went down there, I thought it was gonna be easy, but I actually went to HD Woodson. I graduated from Woodson. About 8 people from my graduating class, 8 or 9 people from my graduating class in '88 ended up down Norfolk, which shows you the difference. Another reason I love the HBCUs. Y'all have grown with the experience. We didn't even know. I only knew my best friend was going because we didn't promote college. Ain't nobody getting. We had Instagram. I'm going to Norfolk State. So when they get down there, anyway, when we get down there, Keisha and Charlene, Keisha Beckner, Charlene James. Their names might be changed right now. Keisha went to elementary school with me, went to Francis Junior High with me, or elementary, went to HD with me, and went to Norfolk State with me. Our mother's not friends. She's the only person that went to every school with me. Charlene, we met her at Francis. Well, anyway, when we get down Norfolk, I think it might have been the first, second day of school, I got to tell them because they know me as John. And I'm like, man, down here, y'all gonna call me Dink instead of John. And like how we was talking about how the universe, wow, you probably asked them, and they probably, I don't remember that shit. They say, boy, we know you all your life. If we gonna call you Dink, we gonna call you Stinky Dink. Now, here goes some other wild shit about that. If we at home, y'all got me fucked up. I always been an in-crowd dude. I was always one of the in-kids. Right. So they wouldn't even came at me like that probably at home. Down in college, we gonna call you Stinky Dink. Don't ask me why, okay. But here go the kicker. I ain't tell them, well, make sure y'all call me Stinky Dink. There's nothing positive in the world that you can put behind Stinky except Dink at this point. I'm the only positive shit with Stinky. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, I guess they stuck to it. And I was Stinky Dink on campus down in Norfolk State before I was Stinky Dink at home. But I also was the rapping dude. Right. Yeah, I get freestyle. I freestyle for hours. But my style was I would rap about the environment. You know what I'm saying? So you walking past, you got on the MC square, you better be. So I would include everybody and know wherever your city you from. Oh, they're the Detroit people. They're the New York people. So I was known for that on campus. That's what I was as a freshman. Yeah, I was a Fab Five. I lived like Chris Webber and them. I had a Fab Five freshman year.
Look now, you remember them? I don't know if you remember this when we was little. They used to have them things, the Shrinky Dinks.
The Slinkies?
No, not
Shrinky Dinks. Okay.
Shrinky Dinks was little.
Put them in the oven.
Things. Yeah, you put them in the oven.
I remember them. Yeah,
I remember them. So I was like, all right, because that was the same thing with Pooh actually. Like I'm like, all right, where you get your name from? But I remember Grand Pooh from the Flintstones.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I remember the Shrinky Dinks.
Shrinky Dinks.
So I was like, and I'm thinking that's probably what they was thinking too when they said that. Like,
They might have been.
You feel me?
But I mean, it's a blessing because I'm gonna tell you something. As a great a writer as I am with that pen and the paper and with them words, and I would have never named myself Stinky Dink. Because I never been that type of dude. Right. Back in the day, rappers used to do that, but I never been an ODB or whatever type dude that that fits. Stinky Dink don't fit who I am. But I'm telling you, it's wild. It fits because I'm a rapper. People that know me, my rap style, I like to word up. I like to rhyme a lot. Stinky Dink rhymes. People that know me know I'm a writer like a motherfucker. Both of the damn words got ink in it. Mm-hmm. You can't make this shit up. Mm-hmm. You can't make it up, man.
Even with the Stinky Dink too, on a positive, like Stink is funk. You know what I'm saying? Like that's funky.
Well, yeah, that's how you kind of looked at it. Right. Yeah, that's Stinky Dink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So, now, how was it, speaking of just being from D.C. and of course, like I said, local legend, growing up, I was watching somewhere you grew up on Minnesota Avenue. Mm-hmm. So how was it just in the 80s, during that time, growing up on Minnesota Avenue? What was it like, for you as a kid during that time?
My childhood, to be honest with you, y'all, my childhood was close to perfect. I grew up in me, my mother, my father, my little sister, the little Olin Mills family, perfect picture, all little brown skinned people. Mm-hmm. We grew up on the block 2 streets up from Minnesota Avenue was Ridge Place. That was the main block in that area because it was a new development at the time, only 13 houses on the block. So that was the street you could play on. The bottom of the street, lamppost to lamppost. Actually, the street where Chance Band was started. The Smoots, Bobby, Troy, and Glenn, Debbie, Tracy. Those are like my big brothers and sisters. Okay. So I grew up on that block. Like Minnesota Avenue, you know how it was. Minnesota Avenue had their reputation, led by Kenneth Ball. Kenneth Ball, that's like my brother. Mm-hmm. He was the center. I was the point guard on the basketball team, or in the 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, and I mean, we played basketball. The joint was known for rumbling. You know what I'm saying? Well, nobody come around there, doing nothing too heavy.
What's the apartments over there, right there by the when you get off Minnesota, off that B Street? It's right when you cross over East Capitol.
Nah, I'm on the southeast side of Minnesota Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Cross Pennsylvania Avenue.
Southeast side, but you further down. I feel
Put it this way. Okay. Put it this way.
I see what you're saying.
The Minnesota Avenue today. When you say Minnesota Avenue today, people think about where we used to go to the movies down there, the Penn and all that shit. They think about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We used to call that Greenway.
Okay.
And then you had 37.
That's what I was talking about, Greenway.
The Minnesota Avenue that you hear on the tapes and the Go-Go's, Minnesota Avenue that's the other side on Pennsylvania, Mario's side, or Elementary, Kramer, and Acosta. That's that side. That's Minnesota Avenue, right?
Yeah. No, I had a buddy who lived in Greenway.
Right.
That's why I was trying to think of that.
Yeah, we used to call it Greenway. They don't call it that no more. You gotta be, when you say Greenway, you gotta be an old school person.
Exactly. All right, that's what's up, man. Now, just being from DC, and you said you graduated from Woodson. What year did you graduate?
88. 1988.
And you went down to Woodson. You
went to Norfolk. Yes, sir.
And that's when you linked up with Fat Rodney.
Yes, sir.
I had a question from actually one of the followers who wanted to know: when you was rapping, did you want to rap before you was doing go-go, or like when did you really decide that you wanted?
Or what triggered the rapper?
Yeah,
that's a great question, because that takes me back all the way to the 9th grade. Mm-hmm. Eddie Murphy, remember Eddie Murphy, Delirious? Mm-hmm. Eddie Murphy was the hot comedian of the day. Mm-hmm. I wasn't funny. Mm-hmm. I couldn't really Joan. Joning was the shit, but I could write some funny shit. I discovered that I could write funny shit. So I used to write a whole motherfucking Joan. Niggas Joan, and once they stop, nigga, I'm gonna do Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna do a whole blendy blend, right? But again, the universe working wild ways. Right when I started doing that, Eddie Murphy come out with that damn song, Boogie in Your Butt. Mm-hmm. You can put a big fat tree in your butt. Put a woo-woo. That's wild now when you think about the industry, but we didn't. I'm fucking around. But
that's true, because I remember when that joke came out. It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was a
funny song.
Kid listening to it.
So, copying Eddie Murphy, I went and wrote a song called Boogie Boogers. You know,
Boogie Boogers?
talking about boogers. You know what I'm saying?
Before Bismarck did Pickin' Boogers.
Yeah. But boogie boogers are one of a kind. I've done this when I'm 14. This is my first joint. And you know, you test your raps out on your friends. So one day, I say, the universe, wow, when you go back on all this shit. My 9th grade English teacher, ironically named Miss Parker, right? She had a round table that day. Every table could do what they want. Every table could discuss what they want. Boom, boom, boom. And of course, my friends, man, hit that boogie boogers jump. Hit that boogie boogers jump. We know we 14. Ain't nobody putting no words together. So when we get to the table, I hit the boogie boogers jump. After class, when we walking through the hall, my classmates who are they not believing the shit. Man, you ain't right there. And you remember we used to listen to the radio a lot. So everybody, when you hear that on the radio, because everybody knew John, he learned the motherfucker the first time he hear it. So it's like, when you hear that on the radio, when you hear that on the radio. At that, my media friends like, nah, that's his joint. We been heard it. But I'm a thinker. You know, God gave me one of these clickers up here. So in 14, I'm having a light bulb moment. Like, damn, they thought that joint was on the radio. So they actually motivate me to just keep on writing songs, keep on writing them joints. And I, you know, my friends, my classmates, like I said, I was an in-crowd dude, so I never did talent shows. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the choir, the band, none of that shit. I'm fucking with the brides and trying to dress and be cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for the niggas in the talent show. Yeah! You know, matter of fact, our talent shows was ran by Will E. Will E remember the dude who dominated, Robo Will.
Oh, okay.
He was killing Apollo. Yeah, he went to HD. Yeah, he used to kill out to have all us going wild. Yeah, Robo Willie. Yeah, he used to kill out talent shows. So yeah, you know, I just test my raps out on my friends, and I guess that's when I decided when I went down north I was going to turn up, and that's when I became the rapper full time. But even when you think about that, man, like I say again, Fat Ratney, best friend Keith Childs went to Norfolk 2-3 years before me. If I don't go to Norfolk, am I sitting here talking to you as the stinky thing that I am? You see what I'm saying? That's how wild. I could have just went to a different school. I would have never met Fat Ratney. So in turn, I would have never came home from Norfolk and went to the Go-Go. When I went to the Go-Go, I was going to see Fat Ratney because my idol had became my friend. It was almost like a Biggie Little C's. You know, Rodney come on the yard and whole yard get packed, man. I had never seen an out of town effect, nothing like that. I seen Rodney affected the yard like that.
How did y'all meet? Like,
well, that's how. When he come down Norfolk, he was coming to see Keith. DC had a stronghold down Norfolk. You know, they say it's still like that. The youngest say we still run this jump, but we had a serious stronghold down there. You know, the main dudes down there. It was going on down there. It was all DC cats. So when Rodney comes, the whole yard get packed. Like Big, you know, Rodney was out before Biggie, but I'm using like Biggie Smalls down the jump.
This was after he already out at the Go-Go.
Yeah, the Go-Go's rapping with R.E. Like Biggie down that jump, and we 4 hours away from home. But I'm already the little rapping dude on campus. So, and when I'm from DC, so automatically when the circle formed, they pushed me up in the front. But you know, and ironically, this is 1988 at Norfolk State. Me, Rodney, 2 New York dudes. Every city, and because you know how they be trying to say DC behind on the rap joint, or we late. Every city on the East Coast represented at Norfolk State. Nobody got in those ciphers, but I know why. This one, rap was a respected craft. When the cipher started, if me and you were the 2 respected rappers in the room, the cipher was gonna go back and forth between me and you. You might even have a dude over here could rap, but he wasn't ready to expose himself because it was a skillful, respected thing. Where if now we drop a cipher, everybody gonna rap. Them 10 dudes over there that really ain't got it, but you can't tell them because you're hating. You know what I'm saying? It's different now. So basically, it was just me, Rodney, the 2 New York dudes. And man, once I hit that educated jump, you know what I'm saying? That like a dictionary, Webster's, Random House, the words I say that flow out my mouth. I know the synonym, antonym, and the meaning of them. How to define, collaborate, and combine them. Noun, pronoun, conjugate, translate. I'm hitting that at 18. See, that's the shit KRS and Kane and them was hitting. I'm 18 and I'm from DC. Come on, man. Rodney, he took me on this wing, and from there, man, it was like, you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about educated rapper just now when you was doing that.
Oh yeah, from UTFO?
Yeah. Made me think about that. Damn. So okay. So then after you get into that, now being and this is where I kind of think, because like at that time, 87, 88, and still to this day, actually, I think like with Go-Go and rap, they never it's always been hard for a rapper to make it in DC because of the go-go influence, right? But what you and actually Rodney did was y'all were able to make rap and go-go kind of combine. But say, because there was even before like you had Vinny D, you had Scorpio, and that's what I was gonna ask you about too as well with Colossal Records, right? Have you ever heard of Colossal Records?
Yeah, it was Foots and Donnell joint.
Yeah, exactly. So now, because Vinny D was on that joint,
right?
Now our boy Sean and my brother and all them, they was signed to Colossal. They won a rap contest like what was the movie? What was the joint, man? When the Fat Boys won the joint, was that Crush Groove?
It
was Crush Groove.
Man,
yeah, it was Crush Groove. But they won. Remember, Fat Boys lost the joint and they called them back. So they lost the joint and got it back. But what I'm saying is, I remember those guys like was seen as Bammers, right? You were seen as a Bammer if you was rapping in DC in 87, 88.
Before you want me to interject in that?
Yeah.
Because I done heard that. What it was, man, I'm going to break down what this was because my man, Priest the Nomad, has a documentary called I Was the Weirdo. Great jump. But when I went to see it, it brought light to what that particular crowd was experiencing. It's kind of like what we was talking about on the porch, the DMVN crowd. But I'm going to go even deeper than that. When rap first came out during that time, I don't care where you went, DC, Oklahoma, Kansas, wherever you went, the people that wanted to be rappers at that time, they were copying the B-boy style. And the B-boy style was New York. So you was going to be the person in your town looking New Yorkish because rap was also an image. It wasn't just rapping, it was an image. And I don't care if from DC, whatever, the people who were rapping and really wanted to be in the cypher, because rap was pure then. Wasn't no party rapping. Rap, it was lyrical rapping. People were, doing their B-boy thing. Me and Rodney and the people that came behind us, the Ronnie T's, the Tony Blunts, for whatever reason, I just thought of this, as I'm getting old, I'll be analyzing shit. For whatever reason, we were just DC dudes that rap. We never put on the whatever I don't want to put nobody's stuff down. Yeah, we ain't rocking the FUBUs, the Calcanized, the whatever the baggy little rap pants were. You see Fat Rat in this picture, he still got on Gucci shit and diamonds. I'm still rocking my Guess, my Sergio Shikini, my Moss Brown. We were DC dudes that rap. Right. Okay? Right. And then we displayed our craft at the Go-Go. At that time, EU was out of town. Trouble Funk was out of town. This is the crack era. This is when the Go-Go's are videos. They the death row of the day. We got the biggest platform. Like we was just talking for what studio you was in. You got to record that shit, mix it down, send it to Lion and Fox, get it back, and then hope people buy it and give it away to your friends. While the tape coming out the next day when I'm on the jump. And the day after that and I'm on the jump. And the day after that and I'm on the jump. And the day after that and I'm on the jump. And I'm with the in crowd. After the go over, we'll be Pancake House, Houston's, Georgetown, Haynes Point. I'm with the in crowd. Sunday, I'm out Wild World. But I'm out there as the rapper. Right. As the rap star. Like the street niggas, you got the hustlers. I'm the rap dude. Right. But it ain't no industry. I'm only one. Right. That's how intense it was. Right. A female wanted to rap, but it was thinking, I had no competition. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the rap was big at that time. Yeah. And I could do it. And I was considered a little handsome nigga too. So. Hey, Slim, now you taking me back. I'm going to keep it real, Slim. You know how many females I had at 18 years old, my first 4 months rapping with Red Asses, man? No bullshit. You heard it on the song that I did with Sean. The Pimp Jump with my cousin Billy the Kid on it. First line. I hit 56 in a 4-month span. Always leave the club with a one-night stand. Bang wifey, and then send her home to a man. All because I rock the mic and get it hype with a band. I don't do no lying in my shit because I ain't never had to. For real, Slim. I live mine. Them niggas be swelling. I don't gotta put no yeast on my shit. I live mine, dog. This shit funny right now. I'm 55. I can tell it, y'all. Y'all don't mind me. Y'all done known me for years. Y'all know how I go. I'm just telling my shit. It's real though.
Speaking of that, so now when you did get on, right? and you got this song. What was it like as far as like touring? Did you this is another actually one of the
Oh, you went to One Track Mind, the song. We left the Go Go. Okay, so we had One Track Mind.
yeah. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see that. Yeah. So
Okay.
no, I'm saying after you meet Fat Rodney and then because then it's going. I'm gonna go back to kind of what I was saying actually about the with the DC and the like you said in New York because I felt like there's hip hop right,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you said DC dudes just rapping right.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I think Scorpio, Vinny D, Nonchalant, and then even with these later generations like a Wale, even Tony Blunt.
Mm.
It wasn't necessarily like a go-go rap. It was like I'm trying to get international with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Well, Wale used the formula. He was smart. His team was smart. His first joints, the clap and the bait, go. Then you branch into your what's name. You know what I'm saying? It was different formulas. I'm gonna keep it real, because I felt personally that in the mid '90s, anybody who dropped a song, but this goes into that inner DMV that people be trying to fight against. I felt that any rapper that dropped the song in the mid '90s should have came back and did a joint with me. Because when you do shit with me, if the city feel like you helping them. The in crowd, people gonna be proud, man. We just experienced that when Nucci, when you gave me the honor to be on his Kennedy Center show. I fucking crowd went crazy. He'll tell you, just off that's our man. I'm they dude. Slim. I've been doing this shit since '88. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Joe, that was the formula. A person made a song in the mid '90s feature Stinky Dink. The city would love it. They'll still love it. You know what I'm saying?
That was a question I actually had for later on. Was about like have these any of these people reached out to you like the youngers, Tobby.
Nah, not none of the. I do features, but not none of the. With Tabby, I've seen Tabby come on posts that I've been on. You know, what's up, Legend? You know, Legend still doing his thing. Wale, I seen an interview he did a few years ago with the guy Nard white guy with the what's name? He asked the crazy questions. So that's what my nephew sent it to me because it fucked my nephew head up because they don't be knowing, you know what I'm saying? That's my uncle. I guess he looking at the Joan and the dude Nard was like, I'm gonna ask you about some artists from DC, and he asked him about DJ Cool, asked him about Nonchalant, Section 8 Mob, you know, because Poe probably down in Atlanta, he probably know Poe personally, and he asked about me. He even said it, Stinky Dink. What about it? It should sound funny. So, I was listening to it, and Wale, I know he knows some dudes that know me, like Big Wax and them. So I know he done heard projects. His response was like how what you would give. Hey man, Slim really put it down. He one of them dudes. You know, he mentioned the Nas Effect shit. He got the but one thing he did mention, and I tell people, if I ever see him, I'm gonna ask him that because most of the time when they critique us DMV rappers, they critique us through the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen people on posts say, "Man, Slim," they tag their other dudes like Slim in my top 5. Ain't talking about the DMV. These niggas not even from the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Wale said that I had one of the best deliveries ever, but he didn't put the DMV behind it. And I wanted to know if he meant the DMV or he meant ever because I was trained on Go-Go. I was in the Go-Go live with fucking Rare Essence. You can't mess up. Oh, double my voice. Let me do this again, funk. I was in the Go-Go at 18 years old live before I even touched the studio. So my training was different. I dominate tracks.
When you just said that, it made me think this is off the top. But did you go to Go-Go Live, to the Go-Go Live show that was at the Cap?
Damn, for real, you gonna do that? I'm gonna tell you what you already do. Again, you went to one of them universal moments that I probably wouldn't have brought up. I went to Go-Go Live, and I remember the exact date, October 9th, 1987. You know why? I was in a car accident leaving that motherfucker where I almost died. I was in the hospital for 2 months. A female, Leontine, she did pass away in that car accident. You know, we ran into a tree by Oak Crest Towers. All of us fell asleep in the car.
Oh, Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, Pennsylvania
Avenue.
Oh,
man, Joe.
So,
damn. I had an accident right there.
Yeah. So I was in the hospital for like two months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why all this shit it just put everything down here was broke. You know what I'm saying?